What's up, guys? This is Anthony from Hawkeye Rides. I'm here today at BMW of Wesley Chapel. Phil and Tomas has given us the 2021 BMW 540i sedan in your black sapphire metallic. New this year is a 48-volt mild hybrid technology, which helps and assists you with the auto start stop to make it feel smoother. Also assisting with the acceleration to improve the dynamics and the efficiency. The exterior gets freshened up with updates in the driver assist, sporty M styling with upscale interior. Is this the best spec 540i sedan? We're going to go over all the specs and details, starting now. The BMW 540i with the M-Sport package and your Shadowline package gives the sedan the styling and the luxury elements with all that sports, with the active kidney grille, all high gloss, standard adaptive LED headlamps, and that's what you would expect when you get into a 5 Series. All functional lower part of the sporty bumper, which is very nice because it's all going to be working for you instead of against you. It's going to not necessarily flare out too much. The width at 73.5 inches, front parking sensors, a surround view camera. The spoiler splitter, which gives a more aggressive stance and proportion look. You're going to have the lower ride height at around 58.4 inches. Stressed luxury with a long proportion hood, clean fender lines outlining 20-inch Y-spoke bicolored jet black wheels. Performance P0 running 275/35 in the front, 275/30 in the rear. You're getting your M-Sport brakes with the red calipers, 4 pistons in the front, 2 pistons in the rear. M-Sport suspension, which includes a double wishbone multi-link aluminum front suspension. The rear is an integrated V multi-link aluminum suspension. Weight distribution at 52.7 to 47.3, a length at 195.8 inches with a wheelbase at 117.1 inches. Functional side vents, strong aerodynamic lines that go from the door handles all the way down to the lower sills. I like how everything gets the blacked out treatment all over the windows, so that way it just gives that stealth look, and this really does set an example whenever you're parked in a parking lot. This thing's gonna shine like top dollar, especially with the sun in Florida. This is definitely gonna stand out. Only thing you gotta be concerned about is getting speeding tickets, because with these vehicles, they're so comfortable inside, you forget how fast you're going. BMW LED tail lights that integrate right into the lines. Reverse parking sensors, the offset color for the diffuser, which I do like that because it gives a sporty proportion with the blacked out exhaust tips. They fit flush, more or less encased. They're rectangular shaped, and I like the setup because it keeps that sporty look. I wish that the reflector was a little bit smaller. I do like that we don't have any fake vents. So BMW did a great job with this one because everything proportions out and just gives you a luxury slash sporty look. You're going to get a power trunk going inside to your cargo at 18.7 cubic feet. There's a storage compartment on the side. Rear bench split folds at a 40-20-40 split. Now let's go inside this twin scroll turbocharged engine and hear that exhaust note. BMW styling and performance blends that backs this engine with a 3.0-liter BMW twin-power turbo inline 6-cylinder with e-boost 48-volt mild hybrid technology, producing 335 horsepower with 331 pound-feet of torque. That's paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission. This is achieving 25 to 32 mpgs with a top speed at 130 miles per hour. Oh yeah, the 0 to 60, 4.9 seconds. Packages we have is going to include your driver assist, your parking assist, your executive package with the M-Sport package. The dynamic styling and luxury that we have today is definitely something that sets it apart for the rest. Is this 540i the best price BMW 5 Series? Is this inline 6 enough power to move this near 4,000 pound weight machine? Let me know in the comments what you think about the 2021 BMW 540i sedan as we go into the interior, go over the tech, and take this for our test run. Entering inside the BMW 540i, you're going to get 40.7 inches of headroom, 41.4 inches of legroom, black Nappa leather with diamond stitching, contrast stitching, and piping, 20 multi-contour powering front seats, including massage, ventilated, and heated touch-sensitive buttons that display the adjustments on your infotainment screen. So it makes it super easy so you know exactly what you're maneuvering in your seat position. All luxury continues on the dashboard with the real wood inlays, satin aluminum accents, and the black piano around the vents. Also in the center here where your buttons are. A large 12.3 touchscreen with navigation. So you have your pinch, you have your swipe, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, FM, HD radio, Sirius XM, Harman Kardon, controlled with your voice. It's natural. You don't have to do anything artificial. Your iDrive 7 control knob here, you could do gesture control as well. So you can move your hands a certain way, do this or that, and it'll change the track, which is excellent. Wireless charging right inside here. You're going to get 2 cup holders. You could easily fit a 20 ounce and 16.9 ounce water bottle. A USB 12 volt right in between, so just be a little careful. The black polish or piano polish comes back into play with the wood inlays around your iDrive knob and your 8-speed automatic transmission. I like the dynamic control opening up inside here to another USB and some storage. You're going to have some softness on both elbows, and it's very delightful. Heads-up display is the first thing that I'm seeing on top of that M-spec 3-spoke leather-wrap heated multi-function paddle shifter steering wheel, which I always stress how I like the M steering wheel because it just has a good texture to it. It feels solid as well. Looking at the gauge cluster, a 12.3 digital driver cluster. And I like the boomerang effect for the tach and the odometer. It really looks simplified and clean with the navigation in the center, and it looks like a world the way they set it. For the door panel, the wood inlays, you got the satin aluminum, you got the massage seat functionality, so you just push the button. You don't have to do it through the infotainment. When you push it, it'll go through an array of information of different massages that it will do for the front seats. You'll have memory seats for both passengers in the front, 1 touch up and down. Storage, you can easily fit 2 to 3 16.9 ounce water bottles without too many problems. Power sunroof, multi climate control settings, which we're going to see when we go in the back. For the back seats, I'm at 40.7 inches of headroom, 36.5 inches of legroom. I like how they give the ambient lighting in all of the door panels, even into the rear. It illuminates the whole dash. Coming into the back, you're going to have your air vents in the center, 2 shelves, 2 USB-C ports, and a 12 volt with storage behind both of the front seats. The seats are very plush and comfortable for the back seat occupants. Manual sunshades for both of the windows. Very easy to adjust, and I like how it's a bulky door panel. You got the real wood inlays with the satin, and you got that brush aluminum on the Harman Kardon speakers. 1 touch up and down. Storage, you can easily fit 2 to 3 16.9 ounce water bottles. We know the floor isn't flat. Let's see how I look or if I can sit in the center. So you can see I can fit in the center. However, if I move, my hair is grazing the headliner. My legs are completely against the back of the front seats in the position that I'd be sitting. I have to share my leg space and my shoulder space. I'm blocking the vents that are for the rear. The nice thing though is even though these front seats are really large, you feel the air all around you. You will feel a lot more here. But if you're going on a long journey, fitting 2 in the back, I can definitely see you really enjoying it. That 0 to 60 is ever quick enough, so we're gonna really see how that torque is in this ride. Taking the 2021 BMW 540i out for our test run. 335 horsepower, turbocharged inline 6 with enough torque really to set it apart. I feel I have done the M5, so this one is obviously a lot less power. 0 to 60 is not as quick, but this is under 80,000 $4,000 for the spec we have today. And that's why I was really excited when I saw this today on the lot. I said, I gotta get it because this is definitely a cool looking spec'd out 540i. So that's why we're showing it today. You do have the M suspension, upgraded wheels as we said outside. I have it in Sport Plus mode. We will play with the paddle shifters in just a brief moment, but going over any terrain is not necessarily an issue with this type of a vehicle. You just kind of glide over. It's not extremely long either, especially when you sit in the cabin. You don't feel like it's another country in the back seat. It does feel a little bit wider with the way the long hood stretches out. As for visibility in the front, the windscreen isn't so huge, but it does a great job because all the windows on the side are pretty large. So you don't really have too many blind spots in the vehicle. So I do like that. If I am comparing it to Audi or Mercedes-Benz, I really do like the price point of this, especially with the specs that we have. I think it's excellent. We're going to try to get it as straight as possible to see that 0 to 60 around 4.9 like BMW claims. Set you back really good. You got that exhaust note. Air noise, you don't really hear too much, more so through the wheel well area, but you're going to expect that because these are larger wheels. There is 3 things I like and 3 things that I dislike, because anything more than that, I'd be buying this 540i. The 3 things that I like about it is you're getting all of the bells and whistles more or less for under $80,000, and this is something that you can get your feet wet, you can drive it, and really enjoy it. So I do like the price point that it's at. The second thing that I like, you got 20-way power adjustment seats. Standard is 16-way power adjustment seats. That is amazing. Another aspect to that is you get standard adaptive LED headlights. And again, I know that's 2 things, but we're gonna put it as 1. The third thing that I like, the infotainment screen is humongous. You can see everything very clear and visible. It just makes it very easy, intuitive. The 3 things that I dislike, the gesture swipe control. Every time I go near it at all, it just activates. The only reason why I dislike that is because if I'm going to even change the temperature, if I just go up a little bit accidentally because I'm taller, I'm gonna be activating the navigation. Second thing that I dislike about the vehicle is when you get in this price spec, you're expecting the dash to be a little bit more tailored, and I think they kind of didn't do that to be easy and fair. They did a great job with the way it looks proportion-wise, like I was saying, for the interior spec. However, I wish that they added a leather red or some leather trim or something to offset it. The third thing that I dislike is the technology nowadays has moved so much forward, and yet pay more of a premium for your Sirius XM and obviously for the massage seats. But I believe it's like $1,000 for massage seats, and if you're at this price point, go ahead and do it. And I mean, it's BMW at the end of the day. Is this better than the M? No, by no means. But you're looking at adding a Toyota to the price point. So if you are considering to get the M spec, you're going to get the M brakes, the M suspension. I mean, this is definitely something to consider, and you can fit a family of 5 without too many issues at all. You got the sunshades in the back because of that executive package. Switching to reverse, you do have full trajectory. It is a very clean screen, and it is a huge screen. Surround view or 360-degree camera. You have your automatic parking, your backup assist. You can also click over here onto this, and you'll have your 3D view. The only disadvantage, like I've stressed before, is when you click, you have to click on this side. You can't do anything on this side. Click over here again. As soon as I get a chance, this gesture swipe sometimes gets in the way. Click the car wash feature, which is one of my favorite features, because when I'm going into a car wash, especially with a car that's over 70 inches wide, I want to make sure I can go in without any issues. I'd like to thank Phil and Tomas here at BMW of Wesley Chapel for giving us this 2021 BMW 540i sedan for our car review. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Hawkeye community. If not, click that subscribe button, check out the details, the merchandise, and everything we do here at Hawkeye Rides.